The Tigers, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Well, I know who you are, but, go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right? So, we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, oh man. Hey, what's up, man? I like to keep the defense guessing. You know, if there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know, they say I like to keep things loose in the locker room. Football's important, but it doesn't mean you can't have fun.
Okay, so a little bit of work hard, play hard, that kind of thing?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. Got you.
All right.
Come on, set! 60 out, left, two! Here we go, set! Hut! Ready up! Big river! Go! Ready! Ready! 30 base! Get it! Set! 70 now! Let's go now! 10-2, set, go! Down! 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Fire! Set! 8, puck, go! Ready! Set up! Set, ready! 60 or hit it! Ready? 8, 3, 2! Here we go! Set. Here we go! Big river!
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
I need to prove to him I can handle this. Maybe playing it safe's the best option.
Look, you don't have to prove anything, especially to him. Dude had you on the bench for 4 years, remember that? You need to wake up.
There's a lot at stake right now for all of us. Even more so for Isaiah, so you don't take what he says personally. You're doing the right thing.
Okay.
All right. Have a good game.
Well, outside it's a rare Texas snowstorm, but we are indoors here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the LSU Tigers taking on the Seminoles of Florida State.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play. In this situation, down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seminoles have taken the early lead. So make that one drive, one touchdown for the college career of our quarterback.
And we don't have to worry about it, but what if this drive had gone badly? Think about the spiral he could have fell into, the self-doubt, but zero doubt on that drive, in control right from the start.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, LSU. On the ground, Decoud. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Tigers of LSU looking for their 4th title in school history. They were champs way back in 1958 and twice in this century so far, 2003 and 2007. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This will be a run with Livingston. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Thomas now off the bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to... It's caught inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Thomas off the play fake, going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
2nd and 5.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way, so it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts to how the speed really picks up in this game, and if he's able to get rid of the football.
And think about it, Charles. That's the first time he's hit the ground with a sack since his high school days. He played in a couple spring games, but those were non-contact for the quarterback.
Yeah, they're wearing a different color jersey. No one hit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Space to maneuver at the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. On the move. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. He's at the 30. The 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it into the end zone for a Florida State touchdown. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Dakoud. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Thomas. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On third down, Livingston. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. And, Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. To throw on third down, Thomas. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Chase Guillory there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 30. 10, and he takes it into the end zone for a Florida State touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He sets to fire. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards. They'll run here with Dakoud. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw is Thomas. To throw on 2nd down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the ground, it's Livingston. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. LSU with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here they go with Livingston. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And an alley to run. Bust through the tackle.
Let's go.
One half in the books here in Arlington with the Seminoles on top.
Let's go. Okay. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we're playing. Let's go.
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of wheeze in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll look to throw. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that kid on the bus. Kill.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Steps away. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to the... And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. A big play that time through the air. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 1st and 10 LSU. Here's Thomas operating from the gun. And that's complete to Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And LSU has jumped out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Able to power through. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Ladarius Thomas there to make the grab. And the Seminoles have the lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
LSU with a 1st and 10. Thomas now from the gun, he'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Hurry, hurry.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike 56, Mike 56.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Ready, break. 56, check 56. Switch it, switch it, switch it, here, switch it. Big grip, big grip.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. That is caught. It's Streets. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
11 yards there, first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, Thomas. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Thomas. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Thomas on third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though. Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher. Exactly. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So on the strength of 2 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Florida State Seminoles are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Woo. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question.
Come on.
No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns. Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes!
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it?
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right? So breathe. Take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good on.
Yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Seminoles of Florida State. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A national championship on the line in career start number 2 as the Seminoles get set 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards. The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Off the play fake. Nichols. Able to get away.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. To throw from his end zone. Nichols. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're...
That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And the Seminoles have taken the early lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Texas here in the college football playoff looking for what would be their 5th national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 69, and 70. But then they waited 35 years before winning it again in 2005 and haven't won it since. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Nichols. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Spartan.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Operating from the gun, Nichols. And Walker has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They give to Slay here, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nichols. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone for a Florida State touchdown. So now 2 touchdown passes thrown, and we talked earlier about the young cancer patient, Emily Atwood. She asked him a week ago for 4 touchdown passes. Heck, he's already halfway there.
Yeah, Isaiah Streets relayed that story to us. It's a pretty tall task for a second career start. But the way he's looked these last couple of games, he's not fazed by the request, is he? He's halfway there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
61. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Nichols. Throw left side complete. That's Sparks. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready. 18 Gators. Get that ball. Get that ball. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Nichols. He'll let it go deep and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an... And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown from 6 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. Runs through the contact.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
1st and 10 now, Florida State. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Hit it. Slam. Shift.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Kalo Alexander with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away.
We got this.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now. They're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Slay. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run.
From the gun, Nichols. He'll let it go deep for Foster, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Nichols. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. red zone now. They'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Darren Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Airs this out for Streets. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 53 yards on the ground with Cox. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And some strong running. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The punter for Texas out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. What a story this would be. Florida State, 1/2 away from a national championship.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Okay on every play? Yeah, I'm sure the defenses are going to figure that out.
Okay, well, you need to figure it out. This isn't just a game to me.
I know that. I know that, Isaiah.
Just 1/2 remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Ready? Five.
Going ground game with Slay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established. But in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. Still going. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to get this drive underway. The Seminole offense at the line. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game, 2 quarters to play. What's the course of action in this second half?
I think you continue to show your quarterback that you've got faith in him. Continue to run the offense the way you did in the first half. Continue to give him opportunities.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone for a Florida State touchdown. There you go, Charles. Apparently all she had to do was ask. How about that? His 4th touchdown pass in this championship game.
Give her credit for asking. Give him credit for living up to it. And I bet they're both relieved that there won't be another game. She might ask for 8 touchdown passes in that one.
So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. From the gun, Nichols. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sparks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action. Nichols. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here are the Longhorns now on 1st and goal.
Let's go, team.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he spins through. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to get their next drive going. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, they're going to be picking number 1, but Giants figure to be in the market, Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league. And this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook, sit for a while, because down the road, he could turn out to be a gem.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. He will find the open man at Streets. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the defense. 20, 10, and this results in 6. Touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Nichols to throw. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Darren Walker there to make the grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right, letting one go deep. That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Isaiah Streets, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seminoles push that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So following the touchdown, here are the Seminoles now to kick the football away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position.